At the end of Giveathon week last year, the tote board in the cafeteria at Phoenix Children's Hospital read $2,369,254, which means ours is the biggest radio fundraiser for a children's hospital in the country, in the U.S. And it's something that we could not do without the amazing listeners and sponsors that KTAR and Arizona Sports 98.7 has.
And, of course, that hospital and the entire health system that Phoenix Children's operates couldn't operate without the amazing staff, everyone from the doctors to the inspirational security guards that roam the grounds at that special place.
And Phoenix Children's needs a great leader, so let's see if it's getting one. And get to know John Nickens. He's the incoming president and CEO of Phoenix Children's Hospital. John, we're going to grill you here. You're moving here from New Orleans. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, good morning. Thank you, LaDonna. I just want to start off by echoing your comment and say thank you to you guys for New Orleans. We've certainly admired what you've done with Giveathon and been a little jealous, tried to catch up with you. You are number one in the country. It's very impressive to think that community invests in itself in that way with sponsors and volunteers. So strong opening. Really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. My background is career kind of grew up in Houston at Texas Children's Hospital and Baylor College of Medicine. All of my experience is business, no clinical training, and then came to Louisiana excited about trying to make a difference for kids and did a $350 million campus transformation for Children's New Orleans and brought in Tulane and LSU as our academic partners. And now just incredibly excited about what's happening out in Phoenix, the thriving, growing nature of that city. You know, and every great city needs an outstanding world-class children's hospital, and I think you have one, and it's going to be quite a privilege to join you.
So are you planning on making any changes, or is this something that you're going to save for, your first staff meeting?
Yeah. Well, great question. That's one of the big thoughts and concerns as a new leader comes in. But you guys know it. That number, $2 million, that's rare air. This organization is operationally and financially strong. What you're going to see from me is more of an assessment. I'll get there in October, and I'll spend 3 months I want to listen. I want to talk to the internal team, doctors, nurses. What's working? Do you have the tools you need? I'm going to round and talk to the kids and the parents. Where are we meeting your expectations? Where are we falling short? Business community, are we an asset for you? We can be. Children's Hospital can help to attract talent and keep talent. And then our medical schools, this next evolution of changing pediatric healthcare comes from research, clinical industry, and our medical school partners and those deans are going to be important. You mentioned I'm coming from New Orleans, and so my style, for those who kind of wonder what kind of leader I'm going to be, it's vision, structure, people, and then you wrap that in a culture of fun. And I do like to have fun, Jim. So we're going to have some fun out in New Orleans.
You got to have fun if you're dealing with kids anyway, right?
Right? We don't need some surly dude moving through the halls, John. Good Lord. All right, John Nickens is the incoming president and CEO of Phoenix Children's. It's so interesting to me, the huge differences between, medicine for adults and medicine for kids. And what are you bringing? Because you mentioned that you had worked with Children's in Houston and in New Orleans. What do you think that you're bringing to the table to help solidify, the fact that that this is medicine specific to kids and ways to make it better for them?
Yeah, I tell you, you said it well. The way we kind of talk about it in the industry is, Children's Hospital kids are not little adults. They need their own individual treatment plans. They need their own individual sizes of equipment. You think about on any given day, the emergency room is treating a child that may be 1 month old all the way up to a 20-year-old who has a congenital heart defect. And so we have to be prepared to treat them where they are as they grow up and help them to have a healthier, brighter future. So, there's all kind of fun things. And Phoenix Children's already does a great job. You may know that we have therapy dogs. And therapy is play for kids. You get a kid who's been in a motor vehicle accident and is struggling and trying to heal in the therapy area and ortho, to get them to take 4 steps and go over and pet the therapy dog, that is actually therapy. To them, it's play. It's fun. And so one of the things I'll bring is this just absolute energy around how do we amplify the fun for kids?
Yeah,
Kids find a way for normalcy. And how do we do that?
Real quick, John Nickens, incoming president and CEO of Phoenix Children's. We're just about out of time, but you said you don't take over until October. Any chance you're going to come out and experience August and give-a-thon?
Oh, I would love to do that. I thought you were going to go with the heat, which I keep hearing it's a dry heat. Don't worry about it. You're okay.
Trust me, I've lived in New Orleans and I've lived in Texas both, John, and it is a different kind of heat, but it is still an oppressive heat. Thanks so much for your time this morning and safe travels. John Nickens, once again, he's at New Orleans Children's Hospital and coming here to Phoenix Children's.
It's not going to be, I think, a huge change for him. It's one of those things where you kind of walk into a situation where you really do know what you're dealing with, and it's a matter of just making it better.
Thanks for watching Arizona's Morning News. Click to watch more from KTAR News and hit the button in the middle to subscribe.